Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. That's what Shannon said. I am Shannon, and if you are like me, you just indulged over the holidays, you ate all the things, and now you're looking for the fastest way to get that bloat gone, get through the sugar cravings, get back into ketosis, which is otherwise known as fat burning mode. And I have got a way for you to do that. It's actually a plan that I follow. I'm on it now, and I'd like to lay it out for you and see if it'll help you the way it's helped me. It's my tried and true go-to thing after I've done a little cheating on my diet or indulging. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. And really quick, before we get into it, please go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell button. I am posting weekly workout videos for you guys and also sharing all of my health and fitness knowledge with you. And I want you guys to be able to get every little nugget so that you can apply them in your lives and feel better, feel more empowered, and just show up as the best version of yourself possible. Now, let's get into the plan. Okay, so I indulged over the holidays. I don't know about you, but I assume that you did because you're here watching this video with me. So, I ate all the things. I had a little alcohol, and I don't usually drink alcohol. I don't really eat grains most of the time. I ate grains. I'm low carb. I didn't count a carb. I don't count carbs anyway, but I didn't care about the carbs. I didn't care about the snacking. I just enjoyed my time and my life with my family. I didn't really focus on food. I didn't, eat with complete reckless abandon because I just don't have it in me to do that, but I honestly ate so much more than I normally do. I want to say I indulged over the holidays, and I hope that you're not going around saying, oh, I overindulged during the holidays, because the term overindulged means you're trying to punish yourself for just having a little yummy food. You either indulged or you didn't. There's no overindulged. There's no need to just make yourself feel bad and say, oh, I overdid it. It's okay to do that because life is all about zigging and zagging, and I am all about that. And I want you to understand that it's okay to have taken some time, lived your life, and now you're back here. You want to press the stop button. You realize, okay, now I need to pull back a little bit. You're here now, so we just acknowledge. I indulged, I enjoyed it, I'm bloated. Where do we go from here? And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So, I don't know about you guys, but after all of that lovely eating and food, I am bloated. I'm a little bit cranky from the sugar, I'm pretty sure, and all the carbs. My tummy is grumbling a lot more than it normally does because I started feeding my body more and I spiked my insulin, and when your insulin is spiked, you start having tummy grumbles a lot more and thinking you need to eat even though you don't. So what do we do now? What is the healthiest and fastest way to rebalance? How can we drop our bodies into ketosis, which is fat burning mode, so that we can get back on track to feeling like we are firing on all cylinders, feeling really energetic. We're not feeling aches and pains in our body. We want to work out. We're not feeling hungry all the time. There's a lot of amazing benefits to being in that fat burning ketosis state that have nothing to do with the scale and how your clothes fit. And personally, for me, I like living in that state. Okay, so here is the skeleton of the plan. What I do is 1 day of OMAD. If you don't know what OMAD is, it stands for 1 meal a day. So I do 1 day where I do intermittent fasting and I have my OMAD. And then the next day I eat very, very clean, no sugar, low carb. I didn't say no carb, I said low carb. Very, very clean, low carb, no sugar. I eat my 3 meals, and then I repeat that again. So you get 1 day of OMAD, 1 day of eating normally. For me, I count that as 1 cycle. I do this for between 3 and 5 cycles, so a little around a week. It just depends on how well my body is responding. You know what happens at the end of these 3 to 5 or maybe 7 cycles? Do you know what happens? The bloating is gone. You feel like $1,000,000. You are back to your chipper self. You are sharp and you are firing on all cylinders. Your skin is looking great. The clothes are fitting better. It's just a win all around. And you are in ketosis again. What is ketosis? Ketosis is fat burning mode, and that is the mode we want to stay in. Okay, so I am pretty sure you are asking yourself, why do I have to fast? Why is that important? Because there's a lot of fasting in this plan and it kind of hinges on it. So let's explain why you're doing it. What I use fasting for primarily, there's so many other benefits to it, but what I use fasting for primarily is to clear insulin from my blood. In the presence of insulin, you cannot burn fat. Your body will not burn fat in the presence of insulin, period. So how do we clear the insulin from the blood? Well, we need to fast. That's the very short nugget answer of it. It takes anywhere between 16 and 20 hours for that insulin response to shut off and that insulin to clear out from the blood. But once it does, your body can start burning fat as a fuel source. It is so important that you get that insulin response under control if you want to lose any weight and if you are looking to basically reclaim your body and get out of that constant fog and the constant hunger and the constant mood swings. There's so much that happens when you leave the world of being a sugar burner and a carb burner and you enter the world of being a fat burner. It's like the heavens open up. I know you're like, Shannon, this is all great. I'm on board. Can you just please tell me what to do? Please just lay it out. I'm ready. I don't want to hear you talk anymore. I get that. All right. So, OMAD, on your day of fasting, what are you supposed to have? I am not the kind of person that says that a water fast is absolutely 100% necessary. I allow for things like black coffee, tea, apple cider vinegar, those are, and water, of course. Those are the things that I think are okay to have while you are fasting. If you are new to fasting, I recommend starting out and fasting for 12 to 14 hours with nothing but those things. And then if you want to try to extend it out a little bit, but you're having trouble, you can add a little cream into your coffee or tea. Now, I don't use cream because I don't really do dairy. I actually use straight from the can coconut milk, and I've had great success with that. I use about 2 tablespoons because I try to keep the calories about at 50. And I use that when I'm trying to extend out my fast period. Now, there are going to be so many people that are going to argue, well, you just broke your fast. The moment that you had cream, your fast is broken. Yes and no. And that is a video for another time. But for our purposes and what we're trying to do, which is get you to fasting for a longer period, I think it's okay if when you get to that 14 or 16 hour point, if it's the difference between you going ahead and eating a whole meal and going another 4 hours, just have a little tea or coffee with a little cream, and that's okay. What are you supposed to eat for that one meal? Well, the good news is that that meal gets to be a pretty big meal. You want to try to get a good amount of calories in. You're not trying to keep that meal at like 400 or 500 calories. You're trying to make it a little bit bigger, which is really nice. You're also not going for this replacement of all the calories that you should have eaten in the day because we're trying to make up for indulging in a ton of calories a week or two ago. So what I am advising is that you pick a protein, a clean one. What does clean mean? Clean means there's nothing on it. That's basically what it is. There's nothing on it when you get it raw, and then you cook it, and you can cook it in a little bit of oil, you broil it, you can bake it. There are so many ways that you can cook it, but you keep it really clean, you add some salt and pepper, and that's your protein. You're not gonna drown it in some sort of a sauce. So you've got a protein, you pick a nice amount of vegetables. I love to eat a gigantic salad because I wanna feel like I'm eating a lot. And then you pick a fat. You can have a decent amount of fat in that meal too. So you have a nice big but clean meal for that one meal a day. And then you go to bed. Okay, so the next day comes. What are you supposed to eat? And am I supposed to fast? And what am I supposed to do? So you want to try to do that intermittent fast again, but maybe only do 14 hours or 16 hours. Just keep it, that's relatively short. It's also short if you think about it in terms of you stopped eating at 7 o'clock the night before and you woke up maybe at 6 or 7 o'clock. That's 12 hours right there. So I'm not really asking you to go this huge amount of time without eating. And you can have black coffee, you can have tea, you can have apple cider vinegar, and all of those things should really help you to get through the hunger pangs. And hunger pangs come, and your body is only telling you that it's hungry because it's used to eating at a certain time. But if you have some apple cider vinegar, drink a ton of water, have something like that while your tummy is trying to tell you that it's hungry, it will pass. It does, it passes. In about 5 or 10 minutes, your body gets the clue and goes, she's not giving us any food. There's nothing coming down the chute. Just stop, guys, stop asking. So you do your intermittent fast, a shorter one the next day, and then you're gonna go for your breakfast. There is a very simple formula to creating your meals for the next 3 meals, for every meal that you're gonna do here. It is pick your protein, pick your veggie, pick a fat. Really, really simple. And I am putting up lists here of the kinds of proteins you could have. I'm putting up lists of all the approved veggies, and I'm putting up lists of all of the approved fats. And you can pick and choose and mix and match. Now, for who I am and how I eat, I really like eating the same things every day, or the same couple of things. So I usually do some scrambled eggs in the morning that I cook in a little bit of organic butter, and everything that I eat is organic. So that's just a blanket statement. Anywhere you can get organic, I understand it's harder for some of us, it's expensive, but just do, that's my son making noise, just do what you can. So I do 3 eggs. I like eggs and I'm hungry. I do 3 eggs cooked in a little bit of butter, and I'll usually have either a good healthy amount of like raw sauerkraut with that. I will maybe make a salad. Yes, I eat salad for breakfast. What? Or I'll do some leftover veggies that we had from the night before. It really all depends, but I usually keep my breakfast with like eggs. Otherwise, I skip breakfast. Lunch is usually something like a Life Changer protein shake that I'm going to do a video about for you maybe next week. And that is really just a healthy protein, some water, some powdered greens, a ton of spinach, a half a banana, and some frozen raspberries blended up, and it's delicious. That's my personal take on my lunch. And then my dinner is some kind of fish, because I don't eat meat. So it's some kind of fish, some kind of veggie, and a good healthy amount of fat. And that's what really works for me. And then when I'm hungry and I need a snack, I'll either grab I literally will grab a tablespoon so that I don't overeat, because I can really overeat very easily. I will grab a tablespoon and get some plain almond butter, or I will do some plain unsweetened chocolate, which there is a brand that makes a delicious unsweetened chocolate. You'd think I was crazy, and then you try it and go, oh my gosh, it's actually really good. Or I have some coconut butter, just something to satiate me. And that's it. It doesn't have to be any more difficult than that. Protein, veg, fat. Don't overcomplicate it. So once again, what I like to say is, for the cheap seats, OMAD, fast for about 23 hours. You're gonna have to build up to it a little bit. If you end up needing to break your fast early, you just do it by picking a protein, a veg, and a fat. And then you have your dinner, which is a protein, a veg, and a fat. And then the next day you do a shorter intermittent fast, and you have a protein, a veg, and a fat at each of your meals. There are scientific reasons that we need to eat as many vegetables as I'm telling you to eat, which is 7 to 10 cups a day. If you are looking to get healthier and to lose weight and to really change your gut biome, you are going to need to start eating 7 to 10 cups of veggies a day. There will be another video coming up soon to talk to you guys about why it's important to take probiotics and enzymes and eat fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi when you're eating all these veggies, because otherwise you're going to experience a lot of bloating, because we need to change the gut biome. So there's a whole other video coming up on that, but believe me when I say I need you to add in some sauerkraut or kimchi when you're doing this. I think that's everything. I'm pretty amazed you guys have stuck it out this long. I'm sure you have questions, and I have a lot more answers if you need them. Please feel free to ask. And I am really excited to see how this works for you guys. I am currently on day 4 of my, or second cycle of my OMAD and Eat Clean program here. I'm here with you through this. I'm here for questions and answers. Follow me on Instagram, you can DM me, and you can leave comments down below. I really hope that you guys got some value out of this, and I will do a lot more videos about the benefits of fasting and probiotics and fermented foods and all of that fun stuff. But for now, let's just dive in and undo all of the crap that we ate for the last couple of weeks, and let's take 2021 and make it the year that we took control and felt better than ever. Thank you for watching.